Welcome into ESPN Headlines. I'm Cassidy Hubbard, and I'm alongside NBA insider Amin Elhassan, and we have a headline out of the NBA for you. The Phoenix Suns have extended qualifying offers to both Eric Bledsoe and PJ Tucker, who are both restricted free agents. So both players can sign a contract with another team, but the Suns have the right to match and keep the player. And you have experience with the Suns. You used to be an assistant director of basketball operations there, so you know this team very well. So let's start with Eric Bledsoe. And how important is it for the Suns to keep Bledsoe? Well,
Bledsoe's a big part of their success last year. He's probably the best point guard on the free agent market. There aren't too many this year. So it's imperative for them to keep him because he is the bridge to the future. The other point guard they have, Goran Dragic, all NBA, but he is older than Bledsoe, and he has the ability to become a free agent in 2015. He'll be unrestricted, so they could lose him for nothing. At least with Bledsoe, with the right of first refusal, they have a chance to keep him.
Well, what kind of market do you think is out there for Bledsoe right now?
Well, I mean, if you look at the point guards that signed over the last couple of years, we have the kind of tier with Holiday, Steph Curry, Ty Lawson. They all signed around $11 and $12 million. I don't think Bledsoe is better than those players, so I wouldn't go above that price point. But at the same time, like I said, the market is so thin, it may be just a scarcity thing where someone comes in with a big offer and blows anyone out.
And point guards are necessary and definitely wanted across the league. What about PJ Tucker? What kind of market out there is there for him?
Well, he's one of the premier wing defenders that we have. Last year, he showed that he can hit the corner three-point shot with some consistency. That changed his market tremendously. He went from a guy who could guard but was an offensive liability to someone at least that could give you a little bit of contributions on that end. He's looking probably, if we look at Tony Allen as a comp, I'm not saying he's as good as Tony Allen, but around that $3 to $4 million range per year.
Well, the free agent period starts on Tuesday. Should be very exciting. Obviously, we know the big names with Melo and LeBron and possibly the other two of the big three. But let's look at another big date that happened in the NBA, which was the draft on Thursday. What did you think about how the Suns drafted?
Well, they hit all kind of parts of the spectrum. I thought the Bogdanovich pick was the 27th, was excellent. A great draft and stash candidate, kind of guy that bring him over in a couple of years and can really be a great contributor. I thought Tyler Ennis is a nice safe pick, great value in case they want to move him, or in case Bledsoe leaves, they can't keep him, he can kind of step in and be groomed as the next point guard. The T.J. Warren pick, I wasn't big on. I like his talent. I just don't think the things that he does are exactly a great match for Phoenix.
What exactly do you mean by that? What does he do you think doesn't match well with their?
He's not a good three-point shooter. He's actually below what I like to call the Kendall Gill line, which is 30%. Below that, I don't have to respect you on the three-point line. He's a great scorer with a lot of different tricks in his bag, but it's all kind of predicated on him having the ball in his hands. And he's also an apathetic defensive player. I just don't know if they need another ISO guy. This was a team that was last in the league in assist percentage. They are one of the most ISO-heavy teams in the NBA. Adding another ISO player just doesn't help.
Well, I think the Suns definitely surprised a lot of people last season. 48 wins in a stacked West and just missing out on the playoffs. They're not going to surprise anybody next year. How do you see their season playing out? Well,
it's going to be tough. It's the Western Conference, and as we've seen, it's extremely competitive. You can have a good team, a very good team, a playoff team on any regular year and miss the playoffs. The Suns won 49 games and they missed the playoffs. That's kind of tough. So next year will be no different. The only difference is, as you said, everyone sees you coming. So they can't come back with the same roster. They have to improve because everybody else has improved. And some of the teams that suffered through injuries, like New Orleans, we've got to assume they'll be healthy this year. So that's another team to throw into the mix.
Well, who said the season's over? Off-season is very, very busy, and you can check out more of Amin's work on ESPN.com. You actually have your free agent big board coming out on Monday, and you won't want to miss that. For Amin, I'm Cassidy. This has been your ESPN Headline.